February 2018 was a good month for Mac gaming. We have 10 awesome games upon us, from platformers, first-person shooters, survival games, and sport games. No matter what type of gaming genre you're into, there is a game here for you. Anyway, without further ado, here are the top 10 new Mac games for February of 2018. Starting at number 10, we have Veggie Killer. The title says it all with this one. You have to shoot vegetables. It's a very silly game that doesn't really have a story or a proper purpose, but it's just a fun time waster. You'll need to survive several days in a park, shooting down waves of mutated veggies. There are different weapons to be found, along with power-ups that can be used to gain an advantage against those pesky veggies everyone hates to eat. I read on the game's Steam store page that there are also trading cards coming soon, new guns, veggies, and parks. Let's be honest, Veggie Killer is for a certain type of gamer. You need to love the mindless gameplay here, basically. Number 9 is Tactical Monsters Rumble Arena. Here is a free-to-play game if you don't want to spend a single dollar at the moment. This one is about experiencing 3 to 5 minute turn-based strategy battles featuring different kinds of monsters. There is a great amount of strategy here for you. For example, you can position your monsters before a battle and then tactically control their actions whilst in a battle. You can also upgrade the monsters, unlock new skills, play in different modes like survival mode, and fight other players in PvP. It might be free and have simple graphics, but it actually offers a lot of content, believe it or not. There are many levels to be completed and challenging tactical gameplay also. Number 8, we have Delver. I don't know about you, but I really like the whole look and feel of this game. It's got a classic 90s FPS style that closely represents the good old days of classic roguelikes, and to be honest, the way Delver does this just works to its favour. It's a very challenging title though. When you die, you stay dead, meaning you begin each run in a new dungeon. Your skills are going to be tested here. You'll need to be on your toes the whole time. This might make you wary of Delver, and I understand how you might think that, but if you're looking for a dungeon crawler that makes you explore and punishes you for rushing, then this game is for you. Number 7 is All Walls Must Fall. This game is kind of like a simple version of XCOM combined with real-time elements. According to the developer of All Walls Must Fall, it takes inspiration from other classics like Syndicate, which I grew up with on an iMac G3, and other games like Rez. So why should you care about all that anyway? Because even though it is similar to these classics, it brings along different features and a modern edge. If you haven't gathered already, this is an isometric tactics game, and it does something special. The action happens to the pulsing beat of the music. In addition, you can pause the gameplay, allowing you to plan decisions whilst keeping in the shadows or in plain sight. Number 6, we have Vagante. This game is set in a dark fantasy world filled with monsters, demons, and crooks. Vagante is an action-packed platformer that has permanent death and procedurally generated levels. You can experience all of this alone or cooperatively with friends. The game is fun alone, don't get me wrong, but it's just way more fun with a friend to experience it all with you. I will say that the maps are rather dark, making it hard to see sometimes, but That just means you need to always think on your toes in this one. It's as if Vagante takes 3 games, Dark Souls, Terraria and FTL, combining them into what you see here. The game requires you to think, plan, and learn from your actions. Number 5 is Farm Together. I have a new simulation game for you. I don't think it's too well known out there, which surprises me because it looks really cool, so I'm happy to be promoting it to you guys. The third person perspective is awesome, really immersing you into a farming lifestyle. You'll grow your farm by planting trees, growing crops, taking care of animals, and much more. What I also love is the multiplayer part of Farm Together. You can allow friends to join and help work on your farm. I hope some of you check out this game and let me know your thoughts because it deserves more attention than it has right now. Number 4, we have Descenders. Finally, we have a good bike sports game out for macOS. Yes, Descenders might be an early access game and it isn't fully optimized for Mac yet, but it has the potential to be really great. The idea behind it is kind of straightforward. You ride downhill with your bike, taking on different jumps, slopes, and landscapes. The world is procedurally generated, so you'll experience something new on each ride. Don't get me wrong, Descenders has a long way to go until its full release. For example, some have claimed that the camera angles need some overall work done, as it sometimes can be awkward, but if you can put up with the occasional hitches, it's still extremely fun to play. Number 3 is Candleman, the complete journey. Guess what? You can play as a candle in this game, and yes, it's as weird as it sounds. This is a very unique platformer where you use the light of a candle to find your way. This little candle can only burn for 10 seconds at a time. This means you'll need to be smart with the light to overcome obstacles. You can affect the environment with your candle, moving platforms or melting sheets of ice, for example. I don't know what else to say here. The game is really something else, bringing a new style to the platforming genre, and is it worth your time? It most certainly is. Number 2, we have The Station. Short and sweet is The Station. The game is around 2 hours long, which might put you off. Now, I haven't actually played it myself, but others have claimed that these 2 hours are interesting and fun, never getting dull. The game takes place on a space station that is sent to study an alien civilization. You'll play as a recon specialist and must unravel a mystery which will decide the fate of 2 civilians. It's also occasionally creepy, but not overly in my opinion. So if you can't handle a horror game, this one you most likely can. And finally, number 1, we have Rust. After being in early access since 2013, I believe Rust has become a full release. Is this good news? Sure, why not? Otherwise Rust wouldn't be placed at number 1, would it? It's one of the best survival games on macOS. The only aim here is to survive, while being surrounded by heaps of other online players. To survive, you can build a fire, or even better, build a shelter. You'll also need to watch your thirst, hunger, and cold. The game isn't perfect though. It has really high requirements, and the online community are ruthless, rude, and mostly try to kill you on first glance. But I don't know, I kind of find that aspect exciting, and it makes me cherish the good players I come across, and the gear I have, but that's just me. Those are the top 10 new Mac games of February 2018. If you enjoyed this month's episode, leave a like, and if you're new, subscribe for more videos like this one. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.